Hi Dawn, thanks for joining. I think I need to adjust this a little. Excuse me, and I've got notifications coming across. Hi Margaret, how you going? How's everyone on this Friday night, this very chilly Friday night of the long weekend? I don't know how many is going to be around tonight. First chance to get away, so lots of people have possibly taken advantage of that. But never mind. Tonight I'm going to grab my sample. I'm going to actually create a little bit on the fly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using not so much the stamp set, it's out of the new catalogue, Blossoms in Bloom. I'm more going to be focusing on the dies. So you get two, where are we? You get two lots of dies. I just want to drop my little flowers. You get little flowers on there. It'd be better if I put the camera down, wouldn't it? So then you could see better. I think they're going to stay on there like that. So one overlaps the other. Now this wasn't on my original order. I didn't think I needed it, but the more samples I saw, and you know, I've been playing with this ever since Rhonda and I had a catch-up day the other day, and I just can't put it down. So this is the card that I made, and hi Sharon, hi Rhonda, and I decided I haven't used the whole thing. I'll just show you one that I've used the whole thing. This was cased, now I should have written down the name because I can't remember. This was cased and I just loved her colours. The only extra thing I've done is add the little, she didn't have the little flowers, she only had a part of the, she had a part of it, she had it moved over a bit and she had a sentiment, and I've, mine's different, but I've used shaded spruce like she did. Sorry to be calling her she, but I can't remember her name. And and what else? Pear pizzazz. And then for the little flowers here, I've used soft sea foam, and that's the new brass over the top. And I tried out, I wasn't sure what to do the sentiment in, but I tried out the gold embossing onto the shaded spruce, and I think that looks good. I really am loving the brass. I wished I'd ordered it. I put an order in Wednesday when the catalogue went live, and I wished I'd ordered more of that. I meant to, and I got a bit distracted and I didn't. So what I'm going to do tonight is hi Gail, the card's going to be different. I'm going to use a few different things, the same but different, if that makes sense. And I'm going to try, instead of what have I used there? I've used the brown stays on. It doesn't stand out a whole lot, so I thought I'd use a different greeting, still using the ornate frames, which is carried through from the holiday catalogue, if some of you may have that. And that's where this one came from. I'm going to use the little square one, where are we, tonight? Square one with its coordinating frame with a different thinking of you. Okay, and I'm just going to wing this a little bit because it's not going to be exactly the same. So I've done a lot of the die cutting. I'll pop the camera down. I might do some gold embossing first, and we'll see how that goes. If that doesn't work, I'll have to think again, won't I? And I will need that. Not quite yet. I just want to make sure you're in the right spot first before I start. And I've left that in one piece in case I happen to mess up. Now I think we can all see that. Do we need to perhaps come towards me a little bit? I always move it the wrong way, and you'd think I'd know by now, wouldn't you? See how that looks while I'm doing this. Did that move it the wrong way or the right way? No, it's the wrong way. It needs to go that way. Let's go more that way. So more like that. Let me see what that looks like. Not too far, isn't it? A bit too far, so we need to come back a little. Phone needs to be straight on, I think. We're about where we were, I think. Oh. Just trying that. It's still in camera, it's just not the whole thing. So probably about there. And I've gone too far one way. I'm sorry, guys. I'll get it right one night. I think we can see anyway. That's the main thing, isn't it? So I've got my gold embossing powder. I've done it. I've swiped it with my embossing buddy, and I've got the little Thinking of You stamp from the same set. Now, another thing that impressed me with this set is, if you look at the stamp set, it's got lots of lots of the greetings we use every day, like happy birthday, thinking of you, hello, thank you, get well soon. So that's another good reason to grab this beautiful set. And I still haven't, I plan to make, how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 5 already. This will be 6, and I still don't feel like I'm done with this set. Now, I don't know if my heat gun is going to reach. There, I'll just pop this down. And we'll see. A bit tangled up. Sorry about that. That looks pretty good. I'm just going to disappear for 2 seconds because I know you guys all know how to die cut. So what I'm going to do is, I've already die cut a brass one of those. Now I'm going to die cut the gold one I've just stamped and embossed. Place that back in there. We've got him all ready to go. And just a bit of snail and pop him on here so that we don't lose anything. Should have had a look how that was going to line up there. Needs to come over, oops, over a little, I think. This is where maybe I should have used my wet glue. Then I could have just slid that over, couldn't I? it kind of doesn't go where you think it will go on this, just leaves a little bit each side. Okay, now I'm going to grab a tub to put that in so as I don't lose it. I've already done a bit of die cutting here. These beautiful little things there from the, I'll just show you this is what I got up to the other day. These are all, this is from the Fern. Now you've ordered this, haven't you, Dawn? I noticed. Thank you very much for your order. Forever Flourishing dies, and it goes with the Fern stamp set. I'm not using the stamp set tonight, but that die cut there has come from there, and the little ones have come from there as well. So we're going to use them. What did I do with my other little, there was another little one there somewhere. Where did that go? Seem to only have two now. We might just have to only have two. There were three in there. Of course, it's disappeared now. That's my insert. Let's pop that under there. And I thought I might get this lined up to where I want it. Because what I'm trying to do is kind of cover up. See where I've chopped off some of the flowers? I was hoping to, yeah, I think I can cover up those bits, even if I have to go, oh, what was I doing last night? I was thinking I could probably go maybe like that, and like that might be better. So I might just adhere that down, I'm thinking. Although maybe some of these are joined together, so you do need to, if you want to use them like I'm using them, you're going to need to snip them. And sometimes they don't snip well enough for you to use the other one, but what I did was a bit sneaky. Where are we? I kind of trimmed that so that it would look as though it was a leaf. Doesn't look like it's supposed to look, but I think I actually hid that when I did that on the other one. I think I actually hid that where you couldn't see it. So, and you have to be careful where you're putting these, because you don't want them, the stems sticking through where the flowers go. Is anyone asking me any questions? Yeah, I can see that you're here, Sharon. Thank you. Hi, Marilyn. Back where I started from. Yeah. Yeah. I do this dance nearly every time, don't I? Yeah, I can't wait to get mine either, Dawn. And of course, I forgot a few things. I meant to get the new aqua painters and totally forgot. So I'll have to put another order in, won't I? This might be a little tricky. We got here. You could always cut lots of these out, but we don't often like to use up what we've got and to use it as, you know what would be perfect? You know, I have been heard to say I don't like sunflowers. Well, guess what's on my next order? And you guys are all laughing. Denise saw the mask I'd made with Rhonda's set on the table the other day, and she said, "Ah, sunflowers." I said, "Yeah, not yet, but yeah, they'll be on their way too." Actually, might switch that around. Put that one there, perhaps. I'll have this one here. And can we use this one? Chop a bit more off him. Chop this leaf a little bit more. You could cut more foliage if you wanted to as well. We could actually go under there with that, couldn't we? And I want to go there, but you're going to see it. Have to just chop a bit more off the bottom of him so he doesn't poke through where the flowers are. And I'm going to slot my little gold ones. Can anyone see my other little gold one? I don't know where the hay that's gone. I won't worry about it. I can poke another one in later. I'll work out where I want those as well later. Now I've just got to remember where I had everything. That's what you guys, that's what your job is, to remember where I had everything. What do you think? Does that look good? And what I've done there, these are, so we're using 3 new in colours. This is the, oh, this will test me. This is the Bumblebee, the yellow. So the blue is the Misty Moonlight, and the brownie colour is the Cinnamon Cider. I did well. Now, this is the challenging bit. When you take all these away and stick them down, you've got to remember where everything went. So before I stick that down, I'm going to actually, do I have, no, I thought I had adhesive there, but I don't. I have some adhesive left over from when we used to have the, you know, the sticky. I have used it, what I had in reserve. I have used it for the now where did I have that? I don't want to mess it up. I have used it for the top layers, but I haven't used it for the bottom. It's just as easy to, because I don't want to put the Tombow really on all the edges, because I want to lift them up a little bit to stick the leaves down underneath. So I'll just pretty much cover it, but just not quite drown it. Oh, looks like I've made a bit of a mess there too. Now where do I want that? I had that about there, did I? And that was there, I think. Looks about centered, doesn't it? So we need some dimensionals for that. Oops. Oh, and I forgot to mention, oh, I better not say that. I was going to say something I shouldn't say. But I'm hoping the person who ordered would have discovered that when they put their order in. She may tell me whether she has or not. That when you order $400 or more, you get an extra $40 in hostess benefits. So isn't that great? My order was pretty big with the DSP shares that we're doing, so that was really good. Now, as I say, I've got to remember where these all went. I think that might have been there, because that's the one I cut down. Don't need to look as though he's got horns though, do I? Just a bit of texturising of that. Oh, this is fiddly. I'm not even sure where I had that one. I think you can go there. You come here. If I hadn't have put them all on top of one another, I might have remembered. Oh, it's only one anyway, isn't it? Just one that goes here somewhere. Does that look about even, do you reckon? Probably goes there. You can see writing on the back, this is my failed attempt at stamping on the Misty Moonlight with what did I use? Ah, I know, I used the brown stays on, which does tone. Rhonda discovered that does tone very well with because as you probably realise, we can get them now, but at the time of our pre-order we couldn't get the inks, so we had to. It was pretty tricky trying to do your samples with no inks, I can tell you. As well, I put that there because I had a little bit of broken leafy bit showing there. So I'm still working on all my samples for my catalogue launch, my online. I must have stuck that one down. I didn't realise I did. My online launch, and I'm thinking I'd like to do it where I can, like most of you can join in. So I'm thinking maybe next Wednesday or Thursday night. I still do it at night time because I don't want to penalise the working girls. That look about right. Looks about right. And these gorgeous gold gems, they just go so well with this new brass. I reckon, I was thinking this afternoon, see, I've used all the little ones though, so I need to start using the bigger ones. I reckon, just my prediction, that they'll probably get rid of the gold eventually and just have this, because it's just stunning, it's just beautiful. And see how well it tones in really well with the gold embossing, whereas our other gold is really gold, it's really yellow, isn't it? Whereas this is just such a stunning colour. It's just beautiful. I can't stop using it, and I forgot, of course, to order more. I'm on my second sheet of my first packet. So because we don't have the Bumblebee ink, we do have crushed curry, which isn't too bad a match for the Bumblebee. So, which is what I did the little flowers in. You could ink up the big flower stamp and do your, that's what I did with one of mine. I used about half of the flowers and did the inside like that. How many have I got there? I have to do it uneven number. Don't have, yeah, we do have a leaf stamp, but no, I'm not going to do the leaf because we don't have the blue or the cinnamon, so I won't do a leaf. I'll have to wait till my order comes to do the leaf. But I probably won't spend time to go back and do that. I think the little flowers look great anyway on their own. Well, that wasn't that hard, was it? Not hard at all. So look at that. So those two cards are from one die cut. I've just cut it in half and used it on those 2 cards. Oops, if I had it up the right way, that would be good, wouldn't it? So yeah, so tell me which one. Oh, I think that might be a bit crooked, is it? Is it my eyes? Or yeah, it is a bit crooked. Going to have to straighten that. Is that better? Is it the way I've mounted it? That's better. Okay. Yeah, I think I like the gold embossing better than the stays on there. I think the gold embossing stands out better, doesn't it? But if I had to choose, I don't think I could choose between both of those. I think they're both gorgeous. So that was really quick tonight because I'd done all the die cutting first, but that's the tedious bit. Oh, it's not tedious, but it's just got to be done. I wasn't quite sure how long it would take me to put all that together either, so I didn't want to take too much of your time, being a Friday night where everybody's probably going to head off somewhere exciting. So enjoy your weekend, and I'll keep in touch, and I will see you either Wednesday or Thursday evening next week with some more samples. And I'm going to try and depends on when my order comes and what I have. I have done a couple like this. I thought that's a good way for you guys to see what you get in these sets. So you'll see this again next week. That's all the die cuts, and I've stamped all the stamp. That's all the stamps that you get, and that's all the die cuts. These 2 here, these die cuts, I don't have stamps to go with them. There's just these ones here, and you can see there where these ones are 2 directional. So you know how you want to put a leaf either side. Well, that's a really good idea too, because you can put one this way and one going that way. So, and these are the die cuts. You get heaps of die cuts. It's just a gorgeous set. You won't be sorry. And that's another one I found hard to put down. It's funny that, isn't it? Sometimes you get a set, and but that shows you how versatile they are. The more samples that you continue making, and you just don't want to put it down. So, alrighty, I shall see you next Friday night, next Wednesday or Thursday night next week. Thank you, and we'll decide then whether we want to do Friday night as well. Okay, any messages on there I need to see? You can probably see them here. Is everyone gone or not? Both good? I'm glad you enjoyed that. Okay, bye-bye now.